snow. Oh, could I restart this life with you here by my side? Let me bury my face inside your clothes. Oh, waves of silence, oh would you let me do that? With a sigh I start to sign another note. You can pay no mind to the girl I was. Oh, I hope you won't let that be all she wrote. There's a present in my hands with your name on it, and I wrapped it in a way I thought you'd like. Will you burn it, will you break it, or will you open it and read? 'Cause your smile is really all I need. Come defrost my frozen heart, think I'm warm enough to you. It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Could I restart this life with you here by my side? It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Let me bury my face inside your clothes. Whoa. There's a message in a bottle with your name on it, and I wrote it in another lifetime. Do me a favor, say you'll never try to see what lies within. Oh, it's something that I never meant to write. Oh, don't let the words you see before you break your heart. I wrote them long before I melted in your arms. Come defrost my frozen heart, think I'm warm enough to you. It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Oh, could I restart this life with you here by my side? Let me bury my face inside your clothes. There's a message in a bottle with your name on it, and I wrote it in another state of mind. You can burn it, break it, just don't try to read the note inside. Oh, I wrote it just to get you out my life. I locked away my heart inside the freezer. Oh, but now I'd like to serve it up to you. Come defrost my frozen heart, think I'm warm enough to you. It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Oh, could I restart this life with you here by my side? Let me bury my face inside your clothes. Waves of silence, oh would you let me do that? With a sigh I start to sign another note. You can pay no mind to the girl I was. Oh, I hope you won't let that be all she wrote. There's There's a present in my hands with your name on it, and I wrapped it in a way I thought you'd like. Will you burn it, will you break it, or will you open it and read? 'Cause your smile is really all I need. Come defrost my frozen heart, think I'm warm enough to you. It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Could I restart this life with you here by my side? It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Let me bury my face inside your clothes. Whoa. There's a message in a bottle with your name on it, and I wrote it in another lifetime. Do me a favor, say you'll never try to see what lies within. Ha! Hello! How's it going? What's up? Is this cute? Is this cute? Hi! Hello! I remember there's like mini profile snowboards that are like mini skis in a way. I've seen the type where it's like there's skis and you can turn it into a snowboard by like clicking them together or something. I've seen that, but at that point it's like you're not truly snowboarding or skiing because it's it's different. It's different. The split boards. Yeah, I don't know if anybody actually uses them. But it seems like a pretty cool concept. But your feet have to be like it's very different. Your feet have to be like fully forward. It just joins together really, right? Hello. I went snowboarding. I came back from snowboarding in Japan. Yeah, I was keeping it a secret because I was worried, what if I die? I was like, oh, what if I die? It would be so embarrassing if I told all the Wiz Pickles I'm going snowboarding and all of a sudden I'm dead. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk about it after I survive, so it's not so it's okay. Yeah. Oh, you like my fit? Do you like my fit? Yeah. Yeah, I put on these cute little mufflers. It's on tape. I changed the starting soon screen too. Yeah. You've done sandboarding. Sandboarding? Have you done both sandboarding and snowboarding? Sandboarding seems... I personally would never do it because I hate sand. I hate the sun. I hate the sand. Okay, I don't hate it that bad, but it's just... I think the snow is so much better. And I assume because it's so hot, you got sand everywhere, you can't wear any, like, clothes. I mean, like, you gotta wear, like, shorts and such. So when you fall, it's gotta hurt. Like, it's gotta really scrape on your skin. Yeah, snow is way better than sand. It is.
It's coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I go snowboarding, but I've only been one time this season, and it was during a winter storm. Ooh, was it like a good winter storm or a scary one? I take it you're okay though, cause you're chatting right now, right? So I posted a picture on Twitter. As promised, I did prepare some pictures to show you guys. So yeah, I took a bunch of photos. Something I didn't tell you guys yet is so let me show you the photo first. Let me show you. It was extremely cold. Yeah, it must have been. It really must have been very cold. Okay. This is... I should crop this, but I took a cute Standee photo. Do you see this? Wait, let me crop it so you can see more of the Standee. Okay, so the whole snowboarding trip, I wanted to take like a good Standee photo in the snow. I was inspired by Alpha. I told Alpha this when I met up with her in Hani. I told her like, oh my gosh, I was really inspired by your snow photo to put my Standee in the snow. I was so inspired. So as you can see, I put my Standee there. Yippee, right? Except, okay, the snow is really soft in Japan. It's really soft. And while I was snowboarding, I brought my Standee with me. Every time I was snowboarding, I brought it with me, and I really wanted to take a good Standee photo. But then every time it was a good opportunity, like it was a good spot, a good photo spot, I got really embarrassed because there are other people around, and okay, people aren't really super close to you, so it's not like they would see you taking a photo of a Standee. But I felt really embarrassed. I tried to. I mainly tried to like sit down like off course, and wait until like nobody passed by, and then I'd take it out, and I'd be like, okay, I should take the photo right now. I should take the photo right now. But then as soon as I took it out, either my hands would get too cold, or somebody would pass by and I'd chicken out and I'd put it back. I'd put it back in my pocket and be like, oh no, I can't do this. And then one time I stayed on the course, like I took like the last lift up, specifically so that there wouldn't be like anybody going down, because I'd be like the last person. And I waited for like most of the people to go down. So I was like, okay, now's my chance. I'm gonna take a photo. I'm gonna take a photo. And I was trying to. I got nervous, so I waited even longer. And I was just sitting down. And then I was like, okay, it's finally my chance. Nobody has passed by in a really long time, so I can finally take a photo of my Standee with this very cute view. And I was also like, okay, I warmed my hands up in the gloves, so I won't freeze. I won't freeze super quickly because I'm really warm now. I'm ready to take the photo. I take my Standee out, and then I hear the sound of like the snowmobile. and then it's like the ski resort people, they pass by because they're doing like their checks and stuff, and they're like, are you okay, in Japanese? And I'm like, yes, I'm okay. And then they're like, oh, you should go down now. And I hid my Standee away in shame. I was like, yes, I'm going down now. So I didn't get to take a photo. I got too nervous, but I did manage to take a photo in the snow. Okay, cause I found a spot where nobody was around, and there's lots of snow. I went to Sapporo. There's lots of snow, so I found a random spot. But I didn't get to take a photo with the view because I got too nervous because there are people around, and it's scary. It's scary. I don't want them to be like, "Oh, that's so cringe. Why is she taking a photo of a standee or something like that?" Yeah. But do you guys see any issue with this photo? I don't think you'll see it. But something tragic happened. I put my standee here, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put it in the snow." The snow was soft, so I pushed it in a little bit. But then I didn't realize the snow became a little bit harder. Like further in, so I pushed it a teensy bit too hard, and yeah, the bottom of the standee broke off. Like the little part that goes into the base, it broke apart, and then that part is still in my base, and now my standee is kind of missing that bottom part. I was like, "Oh no, I broke it. I broke it." The snow was soft, and I pushed it a little bit, but it was also, I think, a bit harder, a bit deeper into the snow. And I didn't realize, and the cold broke the standee. So now my standee is broken, which... But the thing is, it looks fine. I showed you guys the outing photos yesterday. The one with Alpha and Honey. Alpha brought Honey and I, like, our standees. So that one's actually not the one that's broken, and that's why it stands up. And then when I met up with Elia, I brought my broken standee. But see, if you go back to the photo and you look at the bottom of it, she's not standing on anything. Or maybe it's blocked, I think. But I'm just leaning on Elia's plushie there. I didn't die this trip, yeah, but my standee took the hit. It did. Yeah, so RIP my standee. It still looks good though. It still looks good. I should have brought like a backup standee because I do have other standees. Yeah. So that's the standee picture. So I didn't get to take any other standee photos. Cause after this it broke, and before this I got too nervous to take photos because I wanted to wait until there was nobody on the mountain. And then by the time there was nobody on the mountain, well, actually there were several opportunities, but I got too nervous. I would like wait out a little bit more, and then, or my hands were already a bit cold, and I'd be like, "Oh, I need to warm up my hands a little bit more before I take off my gloves to take the photo, because it's gonna be freezing." Yeah, so it was a lot harder than I initially expected it to be. Hold on, let me get something. If she's laying in the snow anyway, though, shouldn't you just take her off the base first? That's the thing! I normally don't even take photos of my standee with the base. Like, I never use the base. But the thing is, I had a wonderful idea, which is not so wonderful anymore. But I was like, oh, if she's standing on the base, then it's like she's snowboarding, because the circular base is like her circular snowboard. So I wanted to like put it on the snow, because this is like vertical. This is a snow wall. This is a wall of snow. It is not on the ground. So I wanted it to look like she's snowboarding. Yeah, actually the base is not broken. It's just the bottom of my standee. And the base has like the bottom of my standee there because it broke. like below the shoes, the bit below the shoes that inserts into the base. Yeah, so yeah, what a great idea. I really wanted to position it so that it's like she's snowboarding down the hill, which is why I had to push it in a little bit because it wouldn't stay up. And this all happened in like a matter of seconds, and by then it was in this photo it was already broken, but I was like, oh, okay, might as well take the photo. Might as well take the photo. I mean, it's not super visible. It still looks intact because it's just a bit inside the base, and my actual standee didn't break. Like the illustration part didn't break. Yeah. So, welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Have you guys been snowboarding? Let me make a poll. Yeah, I made a poll. I'm curious. Oh my god, my computer glitched. Ah. Hello? Can you hear me? Am I okay? Yes. Watch snowboarding during the Winter Olympics. Oh yeah, the Winter Olympics happened. I didn't really get to watch much of it. I saw some of it on the TV, on the Japanese TVs. They only showed the Japanese snowboarders. It was like a replay, I think. It looks so cool. You grew up in the desert. That's cool. Did you do sandboarding? You live in a perfect state to do it, but have never gone snowboarding. Oh, you should. It's pretty fun. Dangerous though. Dangerous, but it's pretty fun. Yeah. This year we had barely any snow. Ooh. I love snow. Definitely prefer snowboarding to skiing. Yeah, skiing seems like it's less scary to start because you got the sticks. You got the sticks to help you. But snowboarding is just, it looks cooler. I think it looks way cooler. Yeah, when I went snowboarding for the first time, which was last year, so I'm still super beginner. I went with like a bunch of friends, and we were pretty much all going for the first time. And then we didn't really like we didn't think about it enough, I think. Because okay, it was really fun for me, although it is kind of hard to start doing it because I feel like the sensation of snowboarding is quite different from like other things. Like you gotta be comfortable like sliding first. Like it's very different because I've never like skateboarded or done other stuff similar to snowboarding in that sense. But yeah. But we didn't like properly think it through in that one of my friends, she didn't actually end up snowboarding at all because we got to the top of the mountain, and then she realized she was pretty scared of heights. And I guess with the snowboarding, like the snowboard, you don't get like safety sticks. So some of us didn't even end up snowboarding, even though we planned to try snowboarding for the first time. So it can be a bit scary to start. Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. Even though it kills my body because I don't have that much strength. I don't know how people do it. Like I got a beginner lesson when I started, and I was shocked at the instructor just being able to jump around with the snowboard. I was like, what? How'd they do that? Wait, but now I can jump a little bit with this. Not do jumps, to clarify, but like when you're just standing still, like to jump up with the snowboard to like move forward when you're like trying to go up the hill a little bit. Not jumps, just to clarify. I'm still beginner, but like when I started, I was like, oh my gosh, how are they even moving the snowboard? It's so heavy. It's so heavy. How they move it? Because they would just like jump to like waddle around, and I was like, what the heck? But now I can like move my snowboard with myself strapped in. So yeah. But it's still really tiring. Yeah, very yeah, the little bunny hops. Yeah. You've been regularly snowboarding for like 4 years. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah. Not that good. No, but you have a lot of experience, right? Yeah. You live in Utah. Completely missed winter from November last year. Only one snow? Wow. At least you get snow. Yeah, I used to skateboard a lot when I was younger, so it was an easy transition to snowboarding. Yeah, I've never skateboarded before. How difficult is snowboarding? I think it really depends. It really well, I think snowboarding is difficult, but I don't know if like other people find it easier. but for me and for all my friends, it's pretty difficult. Yeah, I mean the first snow trip we planned, like two of my friends didn't even end up snowboarding, and we we planned to snowboard, but it was a bit scary for some people. Yeah, so but I really enjoyed it. I feel like the rewarding thing is that it seems so hard. So then when you get it, when you feel like you're progressing in something that seems like way too hard, it feels very rewarding. Because like the first day I had snowboarding, I was like, oh my god, how do I even get up? I don't think I could. I think it's impossible for me to get up. Like it felt impossible to do that. And then being able to figure it out, it was like, wow, I thought I'd never be able to do this. I thought it was over for me. Yeah. I feel like once you get used to balancing on the board, you already crossed the biggest hurdle in snowboarding. Yeah, like just figuring out how to get up on the board was like, it was huge. I was like, oh my gosh, I could actually do this. That's crazy. Yeah. Did I have any good wipeouts while snowboarding? Wipeouts, I don't think I really go super fast. Yeah, it was very fun. I felt my bum a lot. And yeah. But the snow was so soft. It was so powdery soft. It was so nice. Yeah. I got wrist guards because my friend she went snowboarding in Japan like last year. She was like, oh, you should definitely get wrist guards because you know it'll really help you because like wrist injuries are really common for beginners because like when you fall down, like the natural instinct is to like put your hands out and then you can like break your wrist from that because you put all of your body weight onto your wrists. So I was like, yeah, that's such a good idea. And she said it was amazing. Like she loved the wrist guards. Like it was really helpful. So I got wrist guards. But then I didn't even use them. I used it for like one day, and I realized, wait, I don't fall on my wrists. I actually don't. I don't know why. But I just fall on my bum. Like I fall with my whole body, and I guess it's good that I don't have the falling on the wrists instincts. But The wrist guards made my hands so like uncomfortable. I think they were a bit too tight, or I don't know. I didn't like wearing them, so I didn't even end up wearing them. I thought they'd be so useful, but I didn't even end up falling on my wrists. I don't know. When I fall, I just accept my fate. You know, I don't try to stop it with my hands. Maybe that's why, but yeah. Is Japanese regular goofy to describe left, right foot forward? It's probably the same. Probably. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can search that up. Maybe it's the same. It should be the same. I might switch to skiing. Ooh. Yeah, I think I would have liked skiing if I tried it first, but then now that I'm doing snowboarding, it's like I don't wanna try skiing. Snowboarding is so cool, and I like improving at it. Yeah. The hardest part for me is riding switch. I can only comfortably ride with my left foot forward. Okay, the thing with me is I cannot stick with the foot forward. Sometimes I just ride with the wrong foot down. But I'm working on that. Yeah, sometimes I just kind of go with whatever. But like you're supposed to ride with like left foot forward, right? Yeah. Let me show some more photos. Goofy is named after Disney's Goofy. Goofy foot best stance. I haven't tried Goofy. I've just done regular cause it's what I started with. So I feel like if I'm more advanced, I would probably try a different stance. I need to be more advanced. Currently, I can only like do like the heel side, toe side stuff. Cause I just started. So I can like turn a bit, but yeah. Oh my god! I went down so many different runs. The first time I went snowboarding, I went on like one mountain total, like one hill total. But I went on so many different ones. I was like, wow, I didn't know they could look so different. Yeah. Yeah, it's really down to preference. Yeah, but I feel like I should stick with one, what I've already started with, and then try the other. Cause I don't even know what my preference is. There was that thing where it's like you get somebody to push you, and then whatever foot you step with first is what it's supposed to be. Every time I tried that, it was like a different foot. Like I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah. Isn't it that in the Olympics most snowboarders ride Goofy? So it's like the OP stance. Is it? Yeah. Snowboarding is really fun. I don't want to die though, so I always try to be as safe as I can. Yeah. I had a friend who couldn't decide and we had to keep going back to the rental place to switch his board. Really? Well, I don't even know. I just kind of do whatever. Maybe if I'm more advanced, it would matter more. But yeah, I feel like I just gotta pick one and run with it. Yeah, it's the way your body feels. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe later I will choose something else, but we'll see. Okay, let me show you the thumbnail of this stream. This one? Yeah! Did you like the edit I made? If you're wondering why the snow on the snowboard looks really blurry, it's because I blurred the snowboard. I blurred it. Okay, that's why. It's it's not fake snow. It's just heavily edited. But yeah, Isn't the view so nice? It's so pretty. You can see all of Sapporo from here. So I took this photo with my snowboard because I was like, I want a cute snowboard picture. It'd be cute. Wow, right? It looks awesome. It looks gorgeous. This was such a great day. Yeah. Barbie snowboard. Speak of snowboard. Yeah, so I took a lot of great photos, but every time what was I saying? Oh yeah, every time I took my phone out, I'd have to take my gloves off and my hands would get super cold and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna start freezing. So it was like a race to take the photo between my hand temperature and almost feels fantasy. It's so nice. The view is so nice. I love it. I love the look of snow. It's really nice. It was really sad, like taking the plane away from Sapporo because like when you take the plane, like you see all everything is snow covered. It's all white and it's so pretty. This like winter wonderland, and then you land in a place with no snow and it's just like dark. It's just dark and drab. And how many times did I fall over? I don't know. I definitely fell over. I know I did. I definitely fell over a bunch. Yeah. I fell over on my bum a lot when going hillside sometimes, and then I liked falling over while going toe side because like when the mountain is like slanted, when the angle is pretty high, you barely even fall down because you just like flop onto it. Yeah, but the snow is so soft. It's crazy. Like sometimes it's like actually floating. It feels like you're floating. There are some areas where I went down where not as many people like snowboarded or skied at, and there was so much like powder snow, and it was like up to like past my ankles. Like I would snowboard through there and it would be so high up, it was like I was actually floating. Floating like a cloud, what can I say? It was so nice. Yeah, cloudboarding. Yeah, it was so high up. Like the snow was so high up, and when you fall down you just sink in. Sometimes it felt like the snow was gonna eat me up because I think one time I got a little bit stuck. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much snow. I was trying to like climb out a little bit. I was like, oh no. I'm too weak. I'm so tired. So I just decided to take a rest inside the snow, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cozy. This is really cozy. Powder made it harder for me to learn. Why is that? I really like the powder. I didn't have any powder when I started learning. But now like Japan powder is so nice that like when you fall down it doesn't really feel like much. You're not falling on ice. It's just this fluffy cloud of snow. It's so nice. Yeah. Yeah, so this was at wait. Has anybody been snowboarding in Japan? Does anybody like recognize where this place is? Does anybody know? Yeah, I'm curious. I think most of you guys haven't been snowboarding, huh? Yeah. Yeah, what I really like wearing like the snowsuits in the snow, cause you can just see Sapporo Snow Festival. So let me show you. I took some photos of the statues, but the sculptures, but a lot of my photos were pretty like they weren't very good. Okay, so here's one. Here's the only one I will share. Wait. 1 out of 2 maybe? It's Chikawa! Isn't it so cute? It's a Chikawa. Chikawa, cute. Yeah, the snow festival was pretty cool. I saw this whole this whole sponsored by Shin Ramyeon area. There was a mini ski rink for like a lot of kids were wait, not ski rink, sorry. Skate rink, sorry. Ice skating rink. There was an ice skating rink sponsored by Shin Ramyeon. And they had these like Shin Ramyeon bibs on the kids, like it was sponsored. It was so cute. I would share photos, but I didn't want to take photos of like kids on the ice. So but I'm just saying, yeah, it was so cute. There was like this whole area sponsored by Shin Ramyeon. And it smelled so good because it was really cold. And it was free cups of Shin Ramyeon. It wasn't just like a tiny little like taster mini cup, but it was an actual cup of Shin Ramyeon. And it was for free. So there was like a really big line for these free cups, and I was like, oh my god, I kind of want it, but I do not want to wait like an hour potentially for a free cup of Shin Ramyeon. I don't want to use my travel time waiting for Shin Ramyeon when you can like buy those instant noodles anywhere. But I really wanted it. It would have been really yummy. But yeah. I tried Hokkaido milk, which was good. It was good. And then lots of Hokkaido stuff. I tried the Genghis Khan. Yeah, Genghis Khan thing. It's the barbecue. It's like, I think it's supposed to be like apple flavor meat. And then you put the meat in the center, and then you have like a bunch of like vegetables, and you put it around, and then meat juices like they trickle down into where the vegetables are, and it cooks that. That was really yummy. It was really good. And the place I went to had corn tea. Hokkaido corn tea is so nice. And I love the corn tea there. It was like the best corn tea I'd ever had. Yeah, it was really corn. It was very strongly corn. I tried to see if I could find like similar tasting corn tea in the like convenience store, but it did taste like corn, like it was corn tea, but it was not on the same like strength level as the one from the restaurant. That was so good. I tried the Crimea soft serve. I didn't get around to it. I thought about it, but I never really wanted ice cream in the snow, I guess. You know, you always want some soup. Oh my god. And I had the Hokkaido soup curry. Oh my gosh. I had it like 3 times. My favorite, there was this one like tiny place that I went to, and it was so good. It was so delicious. Oh, that place was really, really good. And then I went to a Royal Host in Hokkaido, and they actually have soup curry there for some reason. It's really random. Like all the other Royal Hosts, they just have like is it Dorio or something? Like the Western Japanese food, but for some reason Royal Host in Hokkaido they have miso ramen, like the butter miso corn ramen, and the soup curry, and it wasn't bad. I was like, wait, why did they have this here? Yeah, but my favorite was definitely that really small shop. There was like one lady working there. She was lovely, and it was so delicious. It was so good. Yeah, and they had different flavors of the soup curry. They had like a tomato-ish one. So yummy, so good. And the chicken, delicious. It was so good. And it had okra. I love okra. I'm really obsessed with okra right now. It's really yummy. I'm really obsessed with it. Yeah, so it made me really happy to see okra. But yeah, here's Chikawa. It's very cute. Very cute. It was a lot of walking. When I went to the snow festival, I had like more than 30,000 steps that day. I walked a lot because I also went to. Let me see. There were like 3 sites or 3 areas. This one. This is like the families, like the kids area. It was so cute. There's so many snowmen. It was really cute. Yeah. So very, very, very cute. You snowboarded down half a small hill in elementary school. Does that count? Of course that counts. Of course it does. Yeah, so the snow festival was really exciting to go to because I've always wanted to go to the Sapporo snow festival. It's like my dream for the longest time. So it was really exciting. Yeah. Why is my OBS? I keep saying encoding overloaded. I'm sorry. 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 Is this stream lagging a little bit? I don't know. It says there are some dropped frames. I don't know. Yeah, but let me show you some other photos. Let's see. Okay, I didn't name these properly. Lagged out a bit earlier, but it's stable. That's good. That's good. Hopefully it's okay. Okay. Now, what photo should I show next? Oh, let me show you another view of the mountain. This one's really nice. How big is this photo? Oh my god, it looks so good. Here! Look at this. Isn't it so pretty? You know, for my Twitter post, I initially was gonna make a collage. I made a collage, actually, and then I chickened out. I was like, oh, let's just post one photo. It's like a bit less messy. It's not as messy. But this was one of the photos I wanted to put in the collage. Isn't this incredible? This view? This was at the very, very, very top of the mountain. So I took like two separate ski lifts to go up to the top. The view was insane. So like the other photo, this was this one. This was at the top of like a small part of the mountain. So a pretty good view. Very, very nice view. But then this one was at the very, very top. So I went all the way to the top. And I went down several times. And yeah, the weather was really good. It was so clear. It was really nice. So you could see this from one side, and then let me get where's the other photo? Oh yeah, you could see the whole city from this side. This is like when you go up to the top. This is like the left way down. This is like the left side down, and then on the right side there is just mountains. So wait, which photo is this? 5? I edit the people out. I think I did. This one. So this is the other side. Like this is the same view. You can see there's like mountain. It's just mountain. Okay, if you look closely and you see some weird things happening with the trees, it's because I edited some people out. I used the Band-Aid tool in Pixlr to edit the people out, so they were really tiny. They were really tiny in the background, but if you see something weird with the trees, that's why. Yeah, you probably can't see it on stream though, because it's probably very pixelated. But yeah, it's a really, you can see the sign for the easy route, the green, that like goes down. It's like a really scenic way down. It's like a long winding road, with lots of trees. It was really fun. That one was great. Yeah, so I went down this one. a lot because I'm still a beginner, and this one was very different from the other times I'd been, because before this I'd kind of only been down like one hill. I went down one hill. I think I also went down another one, but I hadn't really been down much, like in terms of variety, until going to Japan. But this one was really different from what I'd tried before, because okay, you can't see the route here. This is because like you see the green arrow is pointing that way. The route is like, it's like a huge winding route through trees, like it's like a long snake. It's a long snake with like lots of pretty snowy trees around it. So I feel like I really improved going down that route, because before I'd only been down like big hills, like the general mountain where you don't have to like turn if you don't want to. But then here, down that route, like you have to turn because it's like a winding route, and if you don't turn, you're going into the trees. So, so I feel like it really helped me improve. Yeah. So it was very fun. It was so pretty there. I wanted to take so many photos, but at the same time, my hand got really cold. Yeah, so it was really cool. The view at the top, like on the right, you can just see mountains, and then on the left, you see the whole like panoramic view of the city. Like this is the same view. It's just this is the bit on the right. Like if you turn your head to the right, it's the mountain, and then if you turn your head to the left, it's literally this. Like it's so different. It's so different. Left is like you can see civilization, and then on the right, it's like you're in the middle of nowhere. But it's the same view. It's the very top of the mountain. Let me show you this cute little photo I took inside. There was a little rest area, a little rest hut at the top. And you can see what ski resort I went to. But I took a photo of this because it was so cute. It was adorable. It was a Teine. Yeah. So. In the background, you can see the ski lift. That's a ski lift that like is kind of the divide of the view between the city view on the left and the mountain view on the right. So that's literally what's in the middle. Yeah, it's so cute. This little snowman. So I rested in this hut. And so Teine, they have like 2 main eating areas. It's not in this area. This is like a snack hut, but I didn't get any snacks. I kind of just went in to warm up a little bit. But they have like the Olympia zone and the Highland zone. The Highland one is way better, and there's nobody there. That's the thing. So at the bottom, there is like this eating area, but it's not as big as the Highland. The Highland, you have to take a ski lift to get there. But the eating area is smaller, so it's a lot more crowded there. So I would always eat at Highland, because they had more space. There were way more seats in the like cafeteria. But there wouldn't be as many people because I guess like a lot of the beginners, they would only be at the bottom. So like most people would just be at the bottom eating area. Also because it's easier, you don't have to take a ski lift to go there. So I loved going to Highland because it was just more tranquil because there's like barely anybody there. And the food was so cheap. It was so cheap at the ski resort. It was like 1,000 yen for ramen, and it was really delicious. So yummy. It was so good, and I really liked their like grape soda. Yeah, I really enjoyed the food. Cause usually at ski resorts, like food is pretty expensive. But in Japan, it's so cheap. It's so cheap, but it tastes so good. Yeah, let me show. Oh, let me show this one. This one, okay, so it's this route. A little bit further down. So I did all of the green, like the easy beginner runs, but I actually tried, is it this one? I forgot what I named it. This one. I tried a red. I tried like a intermediate one, and it was okay. Like I lived. I lived. It was like really steep compared to the green ones. Oh yeah, but this is where the gorgeous view of the city is. So I wanted to go down because I was like, oh, I gotta get the really cool photos. So I went down very, very carefully though. Yeah, and it wasn't too bad. It was fine. And it was a lot emptier than the green runs. So it was really nice. So I tried like the more intermediate stuff, which was cool. It was pretty cool. Oh, but then, you know, in this area, I took a photo of the sign because it was like my first time trying the intermediate run. But it was like right next to the black, which is like the super hard stuff. And then I saw some people who were super experienced. They just went down, and the black run actually, it's crazy. They just went down and they just disappeared. They just disappeared because you see like the edge of the snow in this picture. It looks like a complete vertical line down. It was crazy. I was like, wow, they're so experienced. Wow. So it was cool to watch them go down a really, really scary route. My cute cloud idol is actually this cool. No. I can't do any tricks yet. I can't do any tricks yet. You know the green run. Let me go back to the other photo. Which one was it? I forgot. Let me see. Was it this one? 5. Number 5? Okay, number 5. This one. Oh my god, it's so big. So you can't actually see the route because it's just pointing off the photo. It's pointing off the photo. Yeah, just a 90-degree fall. It looked really cool, but I'm still a beginner. I started like last year, so. But now I'm doing the intermediate ones. So it's cool. Yeah, but I went down this green route a lot of times because it was so pretty and really long because it connects to like another run, so you can go from the very top of the mountain all the way to the bottom, which at first it took me like a really long amount of time, but then I think I got a bit faster as I got more used to, like, you know, where to go and stuff. But yeah, this one time I was going down the run. There was this super cool snowboarding like group, and they were so cool. They were just doing jumps like it was nothing, like the coolest jumps, like just flexing on everybody. It was so cool. There was this girl, and she was so cool. She had her hair out and everything, and she was just doing jumps on the side of the green run, like she was so high up in the air. I was like, wow, they were going so fast and just doing like jumps one after the other. Like every 3 seconds they would jump. It was so cool. I was like, wow. I don't know if I'll ever be able to learn how to do the jumps, but it's awesome. It's so cool. Now that's because conquered this. No, I haven't. I need to be at the level of doing jumps for you to say that. Pretty Jeff Maybe, thank you. Hi Speaker, welcome back. Thank you. Yeah. So it was so cool. They were so cool. Yeah, it was a group of Power Rangers. They were like copying each other's jumps. Like it was a whole pack of them. They were just going in like in a line, not a like straight line, but they were following each other, and they were doing the exact same jumps, which were also cool. They were doing it perfectly. I was like, whoa, they're so cool. Wow, so cool. They were just flexing on everybody. And something I noticed though is that they don't a lot of people in this ski resort were not wearing helmets, and I was like, wow. Like they were just wearing beanies. But I feel like, you know, snow sports, they are inherently dangerous, so it's good to protect yourself. But there are a lot of families and like young children, and they didn't wear helmets at all, just like beanies. It's like, wow. That's a bit scary. You know, I feel like if I was like looking after a young child, I'd be like, wear a helmet. But yeah, it seemed like a place pretty popular with like families, but none of the children were wearing helmets. Yeah. I believe in helmets. Okay, helmets are cool. Okay, I wear a helmet while bike riding. And I think it's important. Helmets can throw off your center of gravity. I'm judging you for that. I'm judging for you. I'm judging you so bad. I think it's good to live rather than have a better sense of gravity or whatever. I think it's good to live. Like, you know, accidents are accidents. Okay, just because you're good doesn't mean you can prevent somebody from like you know, somebody can crash into you and stuff. Yeah. I felt a lot more when I wore a helmet, and you were protected. I don't know about you, but I don't want brain damage. Okay, I'd rather not get brain damage. Yeah, a concussion can also throw off your center of gravity. Yeah, I'd rather not have permanent brain damage. Yeah, I'd rather live. Yeah. And I was really scared because I saw this TikTok creator. She I think she was like skiing. And I didn't follow this TikTok creator at all, but I'd seen her post before. I didn't follow her, but I had seen her before. And usually when you see like snow sports accidents, it's like, you know, you don't know the person. It's just reported on the news, or like you haven't seen the person before. But she was like an influencer that I'd seen on my feed before, and she had her back broken by somebody going really fast and crashing into her. And I was like, oh no, that's really scary. I was really scared. I was really scared, and she kept on making videos about her like immense back pain. I was like, oh gosh, I really hope that doesn't happen to me. Oh gosh. Yeah. Cause like, what can you even do if somebody is going way too fast, like faster than they can control, and they just like crash into you, and you're not ready to move out of the way yet. Maybe you don't see it. Like, that's scary. That's really, really scary. So it is inherently dangerous, so gotta be careful. Yeah, I want to live. I want to have fun, but I also want to live. Yeah, I think living is more important than looking cool not wearing a helmet. I also think helmets look better. Yeah, it looks cooler. I like being fully covered. Yeah. I feel a bit safer, like being fully covered as well. I feel so anonymous too. like yeah, when you have like a mask on and your goggles and your helmet, like people can't tell what you look like, or yeah. You're super mysterious. They can't even see your eyes. I think that's cool. Yeah. Another advantage with the helmet, it keeps your head warmer than a beanie. Yeah, yeah. I really like the warmth of being fully covered. So yeah, safety first. I was definitely as careful as I could be. I didn't get injured, fortunately. Yeah, I worked with a guy who recently had a bike accident. Doctor said he'd be dead if not for his helmet. Yeah, helmets are pretty important. And then, okay, so what? So what if it messes with your center of gravity? Like, you should be good enough to be able to combat that. Like, I feel like it's kind of silly to blame it on the helmet. It's a bit silly to be like, oh, the helmet messed me up. The helmet made me lose balance. Like, just, I think it'd be better to have better balance while being safer. While making sure, you know, you can reduce the chances of getting a severe concussion. Yeah. I've never had head injuries, but I've had face injuries in the snow. Even fluffy snow feels sharp if you're moving fast. Yeah, I wear a mask. I wear a mask because my face gets really cold. Like, I didn't wear a mask for a little bit in the snow. Oh no, this was before. This was in Sapporo, when I wasn't snowboarding, and I didn't have a mask on, and my nose was like super red. I was like, maybe I should wear a mask on just going out, because it's really cold in Sapporo. Like, the snow is so tall. Like, the snow is taller than me. When you just walk on the pats and stuff, the snowy pats, like, next to you will just be these huge walls of snow that they couldn't get rid of because there's so much snow. And it's like taller than me. I can't even see past it. Yeah. You do mountain biking. That's cool. That's cool. Stopped counting concussions. Oh gosh. 50 count. That's a lot. Dang. Yeah, there's so much snow. There's so much snow in Sapporo. Yeah. What other photos do I have? Oh, I didn't edit the people out of this. Never mind. Let me show you some other snowy photos. Maybe. Okay, you can see the people, but it's like they're. This is. Okay, maybe I'll show you. Ah, this is a nice photo with like no people already. I don't have to edit the people out. What is this? Number 2. So I didn't name these right, but look at this. The snowy trees are so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah. I loved looking at all the trees. Oh, and on the bus there, because at Tene you gotta take the bus. Like pretty much everybody has to take the bus unless you drive or something. But I took the bus there. The bus was pretty expensive. But yeah, I took the bus, and while on the bus, I saw snow deer, like the deer. They were just running across in the snow, and it was so pretty. It was so pretty. I'm actually considering spending 2 weeks skiing in Sapporo next winter. Ooh, you totally should. Yeah, there's so many like edges into 2 meters of snow. Wow. Wow. Oh, I think my stream cut off. Hello? I don't know if you guys heard what I just said. But in case you didn't hear what I just said, that sounds super fun. With my internet. Hello? I have no idea what actually was sent through. Did not hear. Beware of tree wells. Yeah, I read about that. It's so scary. That's why I only want to go on like the actual paths. People who go like to outside terrain, like the unmarked terrain. That's kind of scary. I don't think I want to do that. I'm good with the paths that are like actually monitored and checked. Yeah. Okay, did you hear me repeating what you guys might have not heard? I don't know. I don't know if that went through too because it disconnected like twice for some reason. Yeah. In case you didn't, I'm gonna repeat what I just said. You did. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Remember there was a snowstorm that had that deep of snow once as a kid, but not since then. Yeah, snow is so fun. It's great. It is way colder in Sapporo than what I'm used to though. So I had to like layer up a lot more. Didn't hear it at all. What I was saying is it sounds super fun playing in the snow and jumping in. Super fun. That's what I loved about like the powder areas. You can just jump in. It's so soft. And when you snowboard through it, you're like floating. It doesn't even feel like you're on ground. It's like you're floating on clouds. Wink, wink. Yeah. Be careful of paths that are too compacted. If too many people pass through, it will just be ice. Yeah. If like the ones with a lot of people aren't as soft as the areas where people don't go down as much. So I did get to experience like a bunch of powder because I went to the side of like the big mountain area, and it was like close to the trees but not in the trees. But people didn't really go down there, and it was so soft. There's so much powder. Yeah. Japan does not have a strong off-piste. Do you say off-piste? I've never seen it being said. I've never heard it being said. I've only read it. So is it like piste or piste? I'm sorry. I don't know. Is it off-piste? I gotta say, like reading stuff about snowboarding, I've only had one snowboarding lesson, which is like the beginner lesson I got like to learn how to get up on the snowboard. So I've just been like reading stuff. Yeah. It's what we say. What is it? Is it off-piste or off-piste? How do you pronounce it? But yeah, the snowboarding terms are really really funny. They're really funny because I was, you're just like, you're reading to learn about snowboarding, but some of the words are just taken out of context. It sounds hilarious. Off-piste, off-piste, or off. Okay, it's either. There's lots of jargon. Yeah, I was reading one like article or something or something online, and they were like, oh yeah, just bombing on the groomers. I'm like, huh? Huh? and this whole like these specific like snowboarding skiing jargon is so funny. Out of context. Like, okay, it has its own like meaning, and it's got nothing to do with that with what it sounds like. But it's just so funny, and I'd never heard it said before, but I was just like near the cafeteria area, and then there were these, maybe they were American or something, these American snowboarders or skiers, I don't remember, but they said, they were like, oh, let's go to the groomers. And I was like, hold it in, don't laugh. The terminology is so funny. Yeah, but it was the first time I'd heard it said out loud, like casually. It just sounds so silly. Yeah, but it was so funny. Yeah, yeah, but I think yeah, that term groomers refers to like I think like the areas where it has been groomed, like 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 it's been well, that's what it means. But out of context, it sounds very strange, but it means what it means, you know. It describes what it is. Yeah, it's flattened. The smooth, groomed areas. Like, if you're thinking about like grass, it's like it's been groomed grass, and it. But it's just like ever since I read that random snowboarding thing online, and I think I was like reading tips for snowboarding, and then I read like part of the article was like, yeah, bombing on the groomers, something like that. And I just burst out laughing, and I haven't been able to forget it. and I was just like, oh, it must be, you know, specific word, specific like jargon. I won't hear that much. But then I actually heard it at the ski resort and was like, dang, they actually say that. Yeah. No friends on a powder day. We used to turn off the alarms for our friends so we could get the first untouched runs on those days. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, powder is really nice. I feel like almost any day snowboarding is pretty good, except for if all the snow is melted. But like on the sunny days, the sky is super blue. That's like the bluebird days, right? It's the bluebird days? Is that? I've just assumed that that's what it means. Like the sky is blue. It's really good for taking photos. That's great. But then when there's like a lot of snowfall, there's so much more like powder and everything, and it's so fresh. And although it's like more cloudy and you can't take as good photos, like every area you snowboard down, it's really soft. So there's never a bad day unless it's like, I don't know, a really bad snowstorm that you can't. Okay, I shouldn't have said never, but like a lot of days are good. Like there's good and bad points. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, so super fun. Oh my god, this picture is so big. I just wanted to put something else here. Yeah, wait, maybe I'll put a different picture. I've run out of pictures, you guys. But yeah, are you proud of me? I went on the red run for the first time. Yeah, and I lived. So I feel like I really improved. I really improved, but I was very tired. Oh my god, why is this picture so big? I was so tired. Oh my gosh. Everything hurt. Like my neck muscles hurt from like trying to get up. Getting up on the snowboard is so hard. Okay, this is somebody who doesn't do I don't go to the gym, okay? I'm not built like that. So this is, yeah, it was definitely a workout. I live to tell the tale. Yeah. So it was very fun. I recommend you guys try it if you want to, that is. I look at that picture and really want to do the tree runs there. That's like a whole separate mountain that's pretty far away. Yeah. Did I learn to strap in while standing up? Yeah, I can do that. But I prefer to sit down because when I get tired, it's like... Oh my gosh, like I just want to sit down. I just want to sit down. So I can do it, but it's like... it's just much easier to sit down. Honestly, the most painful part of snowboarding is like getting in line for the ski lift. It's... Yeah, getting in line for the ski lift and having to move one leg with the snowboard attached. That was so hard for me. Everybody was like moving so fast, but I guess I'm not as strong when it comes to like moving the whole snowboard with one leg. And I was like, oh my god, I need a rest. It's only been like 2 meters, but I'm too weak for this. I don't know how they're moving so fast. So often when other people would be like lining up, I'd be like, no, go in front of me. I'm so much slower at walking into the line. Yeah. I'm too scared of any snow-related sport. That's fair. That's fair. It can be pretty dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely towards the end of like the snowboarding part of the trip, I was like way too tired too. I was so tired, but I still wanted to make the most out of it, because it's like I won't really get the chance to practice or like to snowboard for a while, because Japan is pretty far away. Yeah, Japan's pretty far. Yeah, I felt really envious, because I would like go onto like Reddit and stuff to like search for snowboarding tips. I'd only taken one lesson, so I was just like looking online for how to improve and everything. Cause lessons are expensive. Maybe next time I'll pay for a lesson, but yeah. So I was like looking online for how to improve, and then what really annoyed me when there's some comments on how to improve is like, oh, just go every weekend. Just go every weekend and you'll improve really fast. Go every weekend during the season, you'll improve. Like, I gotta do that! I gotta do that! I gotta take a plane every weekend to go snowboarding. These people are too privileged, living right next to the snow. They can just drive there in 10 minutes. Like, what the heck? It's the worst advice ever. They're way too privileged. Of course you can improve really fast if you live next to the snow. Did I figure out if I ride Goofy or regular? I ride regular. I haven't tried Goofy. I'm still a beginner, so maybe when I am more confident, I'll try the other stance and see what I like more. Yeah. Why not do it year-round by living in Antarctica? Yeah, that's a great idea. That's how I got better. I bought a season pass and went up almost every weekend. Okay, good for you! Good for you for living right next to the snow. Not everybody can buy a season pass and go super often. Yeah. It's pretty hard for me to. It's not possible for me unless I like move countries. Unless I move somewhere else, I wouldn't be able to yeah. Yeah, in Cloudland it's very far, so and it is pretty hard. I can't just go there every weekend or every second weekend. But yeah, those comments were really annoying. I'm like, okay, not everybody can do that. It's not helping. If I could, I would. Yeah. I just did sandboarding to practice. It's like snow but in the desert. That's cool. I don't want to do sandboarding. I don't like the heat. I don't like the sand. I don't like that. I like snowboarding for the snow, not for the board. I like it for the snow. Yeah, I kept accidentally spinning around backwards. Spinning like I prefer a regular left foot forward. Yeah, sometimes I will go down with the, I guess, wrong foot forward. It depends on how I feel, really. You can literally see an Olympic downhill skiing arena from your bedroom window. Okay, thanks. I'm super jealous right now. Thanks. Are you happy? Are you happy? Yeah, but I would love to go snowboarding more often. Very fun. I really like how Japan has like gondolas for snowboarding, so you don't have to like strap in. It's very chill. Like there's some gondola. There's like the gondola. That's what it's called, right? You just bring your snowboard on and you sit inside, and it's very chill. I was in a gondola with like some other people. There was this lady I don't know. She was speaking English, so she probably from some English speaking country, but she was like working. She got a work call. She's in Japan for like skiing or something, and she was like talking to the other person she was with, and she was like, oh no, somebody from work is calling. So she like picked up her work call. It was like basically working while in the Godzilla. The power of work from home. I was impressed. I was very impressed. It's like, dang, she can take calls. Yeah. Yeah. I read a pretty good manga about ski jumping before. Ooh, ski jumping is scary. Like the Olympic ski jumps. That's crazy. How do they do that? My gosh. Like if they fall, if they don't make the jump from their body's kind of done for. Yeah. It's super dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. So I got to go on a bunch of different ski lifts. Yeah. A gondola and some ski lifts had like the automatic like the safety bars, and some of them didn't. So you could just sit on it without the safety bar. Yeah, so it's cool. And I definitely like the ones with automatic safety bars. I feel a bit safer, but yeah, it's fine. Just gotta make sure you're on the lift. You never use the bar. You're too cool for that. You're too cool for the bar safety. Yeah. And there were some ski lifts that had not a bar, but like a window that you put over it. Like you're strapped into your snowboard. Like your snowboard's hanging off the ski lift, and you're like kind of indoors because there's a thing that goes over the top that covers like the whole. How do I even describe it? Like it closes it up. So the only gap is like for your legs to hang out of the ski lift, but it like closes up the whole thing. So you can see in front of it, cause there is like it's transparent. It's a window. So you can see like the sky and in front of you. But it like covers the whole thing. Which I thought was interesting. That was cool. Yeah, with a windshield. That was pretty cool. Yeah. That sort of thing. Sometimes I couldn't see because there was so much snow on it, and sometimes it was pretty clear. And then I realized later down the line of me taking this ski lift, that you can actually, it's okay to lift it up. Like it doesn't fully lock in place, which I didn't realize. Even though it was like automatic. Like it would go down automatically, but you can lift it up while it's there. But usually, like ski lifts, when they're automatic, you can't lift it up until the end. But this one you could lift up, and I only realized because like the people in front of me, or was it behind me? I don't remember. Either I looked back and I saw it, or I think I looked back. The people behind, they had lifted it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can lift it up. That's cool. So yeah. The most dangerous part of snowboarding is jumping off the ski lift. Yes. They're really fast ski lifts are scary. They're pretty scary. I feel like it's way harder than learning to snowboard down the mountain, because when you snowboard down the mountain, you can like take your time in learning. But then the ski lift, it's like, okay, you got 2 seconds to get off. You got 2 seconds to get off and not fall down. It was definitely scary getting off of like the ski lift for the first time. There are some that I was fine with, like, because it would slow down a lot, like getting off. But then there was one that was really fast. I had to get off really fast, and And it was like a 50-50 whether I could get off or not. It was kind of scary. Yeah, I gotta mentally prepare myself. The entire time getting on the ski lift is like, will I be able to get off? I don't know. I don't know how steep it is yet. So there was one, this really fast one, and I got off, but then I like fell. I fell, and then the people who were watching, they were going to help me, but I was like, oh, I gotta get out of the way. I gotta get out of the way as quick as I possibly can. So I waddled super fast while attached to my snowboard, and I just jumped into the snow nearby the ski lift. And this snow, this bit of snow, this like tiny hill of snow was like untouched. I was the first person to jump into this. Because it was fresh. It was super soft. I jumped into it to get out as fast as I could. Because I didn't want to like cause trouble for the people coming up next. So, you gotta get out soon. But I was like the first person to just jump into this hill of snow. I looked back and the people managing the ski lift, they were laughing. Because I was like the only person to like try to get out of it as fast as I did, that I jumped into the hill. And they were just laughing. And I was laughing too. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just jumped into the snow like this. But I just really wanted to get out as soon as possible, okay? But yeah, it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. Yeah, but that was that was a little hectic, but I was okay after. Once I knew what the end of the ski lift was gonna be like, and I could prepare myself. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. Newbie lift dismounts can be amusing to watch. Yeah. And you can really tell like how steep how difficult the ski lift is gonna be by how often the lift stops while you're on the lift. Like I got on one lift and I'm like, I'm wondering, I wonder if this will be like a steep one, a fast one, or if it's like if it's gonna be like slow and kind of chill to get off of. And then it would stop every minute or so. It would stop super regular, and I was like, okay. This one is definitely a harder one to get off of. Yeah, I wish they could just make every ski lift like not as steep, because there were some where I would never fall down. I would always be able to get out of really easily. But then some were like really steep, and I'd be like, oh no, I'm scared. Yeah, and for those it'd be kind of like a 50-50, like I might wobble a bit. Yeah. Petition to standardize ski lift speeds. Yeah. Chairlifts are easy to dismount though. Okay. Okay, everybody clap. Wow. Wow, you're so good. Wow. Yeah, it's totally easy. It's really easy for everybody. Yeah, all beginners should be really good at dismounting chairlifts, because it's definitely the easiest thing. Wow. Wow, it's so easy. Wow, you're so cool. Like, it's just easy for you. Wow. Of course it's easy, mister. I have Olympic ski park in my backyard. Yeah. I bet you've never fallen off while getting off a chairlift. Never in your life. You can't relate to peasants like me. Yeah, you're just that good. Yeah. What's a cup lift? I've never seen a cup lift before. I've been on the T-bar before. I actually think the T-bar was okay. I thought it'd be a lot scarier than it actually was. Although I did, I tried it with a friend, and did I do it alone? I think I did it alone once. I tried it with a friend once, and I don't know what happened. We thought we were chilling. We thought we were okay, and all of a sudden, we fell down, and we were just laughing, and we're like, oh my gosh. We thought we were so stable, and we're like looking at each other, and I'm like to her, oh my god, this is it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're okay. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, we catch an edge in some way, and we're just we're falling. We've fallen down. We're like, uh-oh. Yeah. The trick is to push down the people getting off the lift with you so that you don't fall, but everyone else does. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. I think going up alone is a bit less hard. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of like a 50-50. Who knows? I haven't been on it enough to be sure that I can go up it. Because I have successfully done it, but yeah, you know, I haven't been on it like super a lot, you know. But like when you feel like you can go up the T-bar, when you've gotten into like the rhythm of it, I don't know. It's like, oh, this is okay. But then if you get too nervous, I found that if I close my eyes, I can get up okay. Because I'm not really thinking about it. But then if I'm nervous, it's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Suddenly I'm on the floor. You hold the shoulders of the person next to you. So it's like we're skiing off the lift. Yeah. Yeah, I do want to try a T-bar again. The ski resort I went to didn't have a T-bar, I think. Not that I saw. Or maybe they did have one for like the really difficult ski lift, but I don't know. Actually, I went down a lot of the routes. Yeah, I went down a lot of it. I went down on all the greens, and then even some of the reds. But yeah. So I did a lot. I think I've probably been on most of the ski lifts, so I don't think I saw any T-bars there. Yeah. I made my BGM a little bit louder because I listened back and I was like, wait, my BGM's so quiet. I want to be able to hear it. Yeah. Anyway, snowboarding is really cool. It's very tiring though. Yeah, I had like my neck muscles were hurting. But it was better than before, than when I first started my first time snowboarding, because when I started I was in pain everywhere. It was really bad. But then I think it was slightly better. Mainly my neck. Oh my god. Like getting up, like waking up hurt so bad because my neck hurt. I think because I like use my neck muscles to try to get up from the snowboard. It might be why. Yeah. So my neck hurt so bad, but I felt like I had slightly less overall pain compared to the first time. I think like when you start, you're like using everything you can to balance, and then I think I improved a little bit so that I wasn't using like all the muscles I had. So I was a little bit better. Yeah. Using the helmet center of gravity to get... Yeah. Actually, when I started, I I learned how to get up from what's it? Get up from like the heel side get up. The heel side getting up thing. Even though I was told that getting up from toe side is easier. But I learned how to get up from heel side first because I could not figure it out. Like when I was my first day of snowboarding, I could not get up. I was like, how do you do this? So I learned getting up heel side first. Yeah, but that actually uses a lot more muscles than getting up toe side. So eventually I learned how to get up toe side. But I don't know, because I learned how to get up heel side first. That's kind of what I default to. But then towards the end of the snowboarding trip in Japan, my body was so exhausted from getting up that way because it requires so much that I would just like have to flip over and get up toe side because it was really hard. It was really hard. I had no muscles left. Yeah. Remember my first week snowboarding, my thighs and shins cramped up so bad. Needed help stretching my muscles. Yeah, it's nice in Japan that like you can kind of go onsen after snowboarding. But to be honest, I was so tired. I didn't get to go until like I wasn't snowboarding. Yeah, I was so tired every night. I'd be like, oh, maybe I want to get some food, and then I just fall asleep. I'd fall asleep. and then I'd wake up a bit later and be like, oh, okay, I probably should eat something because I didn't have anything to eat. But I just fall asleep. Onsen while snowboarding. No, like after snowboarding. After snowboarding, going into the onsen would be so nice. But I was just so tired. I couldn't get up. I was so tired. It was just like instant sleep. Yeah. But the food was so great. I loved getting ramen and like curry. And it was so cheap at the ski resort and so delicious. It was great. Great food. Let me see if I can find the menu. Can I find the menu online? Cause I didn't send any photos of my food to my computer, so okay, it doesn't really show the menu, but they had a huge variety of food. They had the miso butter ramen. They had like hamburg curry, katsu curry. They had soba. They had udon. There's so much. They had omurice too. Yummy! It was so good, and so many different drinks. I really loved the grape juice. Was so delicious. Yeah. I've been in a sauna after snowboarding / hiking in the snow. It does feel quite nice. Yeah, it'd be so nice on your like tired muscles, right? Yeah. What's that? I don't know what that is. Mulled wine. Oh! Mulled wine. I did see mulled wine being sold at the snow festival, but I don't remember. They might have had mulled wine. But I ordered grape juice every day. I ordered grape juice. It was my choice of drink because it was so yummy. It was like really strong grape. Yeah. Hamburger steak with demi-glace. Yes, I love the demi-glace. It was so good. The food was so great. I think I fell asleep inside the cafeteria one time because I was just so tired. But it was like really empty. It was huge and really empty because I'd always go to the Highland one and nobody would go there because I guess most people go to the bottom one because you don't have to take a ski lift to go there, but I really liked that place. So it was really cozy and empty. Yeah. Yeah, soba, omurice. It was great. Wait, something I really liked about Japan this trip was the toasties. I would go to, I don't know how it's supposed to be said, but Vtuber. It's like the logo of this chain cafe is like a coffee bean, I think. And I would just get their toasty. I would just get a toasty from there, and I really enjoyed it because it's like less than $5. It's so cheap. And what's different about Japanese toasties is that they use soft bread. But if I were to get a toasty in Cloudland, it'd be like hard sourdough, which it's like a 50% chance of cracking your teeth open. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't actually break your teeth, but it's pretty hard. Like you'll get avocado toast or something, and the sourdough can be really, really, really hard because that's how sourdough is supposed to be. I didn't get coffee there, but I really like their toasties. Actually, toasties at almost any cafe. Yeah, pizza toasties and stuff. There was like a chicken tomato cheese toasty. I loved it. It was so delicious because the bread is soft and cheese is melted, and it's just it's just a really generic toasty, but it's so cheap. As it's a good breakfast item, and it's just in Cloudland. If you get toasties, it's probably gonna be hard bread. It's gonna be hard bread, and it's not good. But there's nothing super fancy about Japanese toasties. The bread is just really soft. It's just a nice toasty. It's nice and cheap. Yeah. So I had lots of soup. In the ski resort, I had lots of soup. It was delicious. Yeah, lots of udon and oh, I really like the curry. I got the curry like twice. It was great. Yeah, so yummy. The cafeteria was amazing, and also the food portions were huge. I was so full. After eating. That I'd be like, oh my god, I kind of want to take a nap. The food portions were huge at the ski resort. Toasties done in like a panini press? Yeah, kind of like that, I think. Yeah, winter is soup weather indeed. Yeah, soup curry is the best. It's delicious. I love that. Do. Yeah, so I really got to try a bunch of Hokkaido specialties. I had like the melon ice cream, the orange melon ice cream. Although I didn't try cremia, but I did have ice cream one time. It was Yubari melon, and it was delicious. It was so very creamy, like the Hokkaido like milk dairy is really nice. I tried Hokkaido scallop, and a little bit of crab, like a little bit, because it was really expensive. So I just had like a little tiny crab dish. It was nice. I tried, yeah. I had some seafood. I went to the seafood market, yeah, and I tried kaisendon. It was yummy. Yeah, so I tried a lot of different food in Sapporo. I really liked Sapporo. I really like it. I want to go there again. I think I like it a lot more than Tokyo. A lot more. I also went to Osaka and Kyoto as well during this trip. I went to a lot of places, but I think I liked Tokyo the least. It's so crowded there compared to Sapporo. It's like, it's so chill in Sapporo. Like, you don't have to worry about getting stuffed onto the train. Yeah. I really enjoyed Sapporo. I would go again. One day I want to go to the main, like the most popular ski resort that people go to, Niseko. Like everybody goes there. It's so popular. And I've heard it's really crowded there. Like the lines are really long, which sounds a bit scary. I don't want to wait in a super long line. In Tena, it wasn't crowded. Like there's just a lot of families, a lot of kids taking snow lessons. Yeah, but I've heard in Niseko it's like really crowded because everybody goes there. Like there's a lot more tourists. Yeah, but I really want to go for the view of the mountain. If you guys search it up, it's like Mount Yote or something. That mountain view is so pretty. I want to go there to see that. Like it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I think I'd want to go there, even though it might have like really bad lines or something. I'd want to go there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, anyway. So that would be cool one day. I really want to go there. Did I see cool cars in Japan? I did see a bunch of cool cars. Mainly in Tokyo. Yeah. Yeah. It seemed like a whole like group of car people driving through the city. They seemed fancy, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what sort of car it is. Just, you know, the cars that look more like a toy car are probably the cooler ones, right? A car meet, it seemed like that. Yeah. I kind of have like car blindness, so like any car that is like the same color and a similar size will look the same to me. Like I don't know. I don't know enough about cars. Yeah, but it seems cool. The smaller K sports cars, I have no idea. I don't know. If it has a ring, it's a wing, it's a race car. Yeah, I just assume the ones that look smaller, like flatter and rounder are like the sports cars, because they look more like a toy car than like I guess a car that people would use. Or like the louder cars are probably the people showing off. Yeah, so it seemed like some sort of car meet was happening. I did read online that they have car meets like every weekend or something like that, so it was probably what it was. Yeah. I really like Sapporo. Like, I love snow. The louder, the more expensive. Ugh, why did it have to be so loud though? So loud. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. Let me see. Loud Honda Civic. I could not tell you what that car looks like. Like, it's probably got an H on it, but I don't even know what sort of car that is. Yeah, so that they can show everyone they have bought a fancy car. Yeah, they always gotta have that loud car farting sound. I hate it! So loud for no reason. Yeah. I have no idea where my aircon remote is. I don't know. I got back and it's like disappeared. Usually it's on my table, so I think... I don't know. Gotta ask my mother where she moved it, because I would not hide it. I don't know where it's gone. Yeah. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Wait. Let me change this. Hello! Welcome! Did I leave it in Japan? Hey, you know what? Maybe I did leave my aircon remote in Japan. That is a possibility. If it's not here, it should be back in Japan. Oh my god. A little continuation of my I thought I lost my phone in Japan story from yesterday. I forgot to mention it, but as we were landing, cuz I said my phone mysteriously turned up in the place where I had searched before and it hadn't been. It just mysteriously turned up. I don't even know where it was before then, but it turned up like as we were landing. And I had my friend, I was like, okay, we're landing, so you can like use your data now, right? And I was like, okay, so I didn't use my phone to turn on airplane mode, and I was still connected to my eSIM in Japan, so this is like the best way, like detective work, to figure out if my phone is in Japan or if it's definitely on the airplane. Okay. So I was like to her, like, you should message me, and then if it shows up as received, then my phone is in Japan, because I haven't changed to my actual like normal SIM, because yeah, if I left it in Japan, it should still be able to receive messages. So if it's received, if it's like delivered, then it's in Japan. But if it's not, then it should be on the plane, because like it's not connected to non-Japanese eSIM. And it was not delivered, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's here. It's gotta be here. That means I don't have to worry about it getting shipped from Japan to here. Like it's gotta be on the plane. It's gotta be on the plane, because if it was still in the airport, then it would receive the message. Unless it's off, but I knew my phone was like almost fully charged, so it was unlikely to have ran out of battery by then. Yeah, so yeah, she sent the message and it wasn't delivered, and I was like, oh my god, that's a sign. We were celebrating before I found my phone, because that was like the closest confirmation that my phone was definitely not in Japan. Not in Japan, at least. It could have fallen out of the airplane, but it was not in Japan. Yeah. And then right after that, it just turned up. Yeah, I still don't know where it was, because the thing is, like, I'd gotten up from my seat multiple times, checked my seat multiple times, checked like the nearby seats, checked under the seat in front of us, and then all of a sudden, after like we landed, it turned up in a place that I checked like 10 times. So I think maybe it might have been stuck somewhere, and then it had like moved, like, I don't know, from turbulence. I don't even know. All that matters is I found it, and now I have photos to show you guys. Yippee! Yippee! So that's great. That's great. Yeah. Me mountain hiking? No, this is snowboarding. Yeah, snowboarding. Let me show the other pic. Yeah, me snowboarding. Yeah. So I had a lot of fun, especially down the winding road, like the winding course. It was really nice. Like, you just, I really got to like get better at doing turns, because of that nice winding route with the trees, and it was so pretty. It felt like I was playing Mario Kart, like the snowy one. It felt like Mario Kart. I kept thinking that around the trees. It's like Mario Kart, but you're not in a cart, you're in a snowboard. Yeah, it was so pretty. It was truly a winter wonderland. Yeah. Yeah. And there were so many kids like learning skiing there. I think skiing was much more popular at the ski resort I went to than snowboarding, because I saw a lot more like kids skiing and like family skiing than snowboarders. Yeah. I rarely saw any family snowboarding. I guess because a lot of families go there because it's not too far from Sapporo. Yeah, it's like kind of closer ski resort. Easier to control. Maybe. Yeah, so there are a lot of like kids lessons. Yeah. So it was cool. It was interesting. It was very interesting seeing, I guess, like the ski resort is like pretty different from the one I've been to before. Like barely anybody wears helmets. like they're all wearing beanies or like nothing. Just like these soft beanies. Yeah. And a lot of them were skiing. But I think on the weekend, maybe because some days I went on the weekday. I think during the weekday there were a lot more kids and a lot more skiing. But then during the weekend there was a lot more snowboarding. Maybe because snowboarding is like less popular with families and kids, but more popular with like individuals. Like yeah, yeah. Maybe skiing is more of a family activity. Daredevils. It was so cute seeing like the kids skiing, and then I saw a kid get left behind by her friends, and she was like, wait for me. she was like shouting, "Chotto matte." Because they were going so much faster than her, and she was getting left behind. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. That's so freaking cute. Yeah, snowboarding is the lone alpha sport. Well, I did see the pack of like really cool snowboarders they were like doing jumps one after the other. That was really cool. Yeah. Yeah, skiing is with family, snowboarding is with friends. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Maybe because skiing is like a longer established sport, so like older people are more likely to have skied, and then when they take their children, they will ski. They will take their children skiing, and snowboarding is like a little bit newer. Like skiing came first, right? Yeah, because my parents went skiing a long time ago. Yeah, I guess if they ever took me, I would have done skiing, but they haven't really done much. Yeah. Both are fun. I prefer skiing since I've done that for longer. Ah. Yeah, I was so surprised when I asked my parents if they'd ever like been like to the snow, because I thought they would have been like, no, because they'd never ever mentioned it before. And then I find out they did go skiing in the past, like a really long time ago. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because my dad did live in Switzerland for a bit, and they have like a lot of snow. But I never really pictured my parents skiing before, because they don't talk about it. And yeah, well, now my dad is like really scared of snow. I've told him about it. I was like, oh, we should go to the snow. And my mom was like, yeah, let's go to the snow. Let's. My dad was like, no, we're gonna die of the cold. And I'm like, what? You've been skiing before. You've experienced the snow before. But he's really scared. Oh, speaking of which, this is unrelated, but I think my dad is about to finish You, the Netflix show. He's about to finish it. Maybe he's already finished it by now. But I know he was like towards the end of season 5. Yeah. I've seen those toddler snowboarding videos on... Yeah, I've seen those. They look so cute. So cute. There's always gonna be a toddler that can do flips. And it's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Not too far from where I live, a 1,300-year-old pair of skis were found as a glacier was thawing. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's that old? Wow. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's like, I wonder, can I search it up? Oldest skis. Oldest skis found. Whoa. Whoa. As early as 6,000 BC. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't do backflips until I turned 7 years old. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. What? You didn't do backflips at the age of 3? That's kind of late. You're learning backflips kind of late. I heard everybody does backflips from the age of 2. No way, 7? That's so late. That's way too late to be doing backflips. No way. Permanent ice do be old. Wow, that's crazy. It's really old. Wow, it's like, must be pretty well preserved too. Yeah, to have lasted that long? I came back extra sassy. I've always been like this. What are you talking about? Let me look through my other photos. Yeah, I took a bunch of photos of the snow festival, but the Chiikawa statue was the one that I thought was the cutest. But there was, oh my god, that was it was probably not intended as a Bibu reference, but there was a Moai sculpture. And I was like, oh my god, it's Bibu. in the snow festival. Yeah, literally that emoji. It was literally that. Yeah. Where's the photo I took of it? I don't think I took a good photo of it. I think there's like a lot of people in the photo, so I won't show it. Can't even find it. Where'd it go? Yeah, there's a lot of people in the background, but I'm sure if you search it up, you can find the exact one. Yeah. Did I hear the subtle sound? I don't... What? The subtle sound... No, I didn't. So I thought you meant like right now. It's like, what? The sound of my keyboard? Oh, they had at the snow festival they had like different types of mulled wine. There was like strawberry mulled wine. Other flavors too. I was like, whoa, I've never seen strawberry mulled wine before. Yeah. Oh, and the ski resort I went to, Tainted, it had like branded beer, like its own brand of beer. I was like, that's crazy. Like the packaging has the ski resort on it, and it's like it's called the Tainted beer. It's like, wow, so cool. Yeah. Don't even like beer though. I just had grape juice every day. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do I have any new songs to recommend? You should listen to Heart Melt by Aloha and me. Kirispica, yeah. Do, 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 do. If you haven't already, but I recommend that. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So anyway, I smell something really yummy. Oh my god, I smell something really yummy. I think I wanna get something to eat, but yeah! Thank you for coming to my snowboarding ZATSU. Yeah. Did I go to any concerts? I didn't, unfortunately. I don't think I even passed by any like random outdoor concerts. Last time I did pass by one, but yeah, I didn't go to any concerts, unfortunately, but maybe next time. Yeah. I was mainly snowboarding and going around a lot of different places. But yeah, I'll tell you guys more about my trip later. I guess this is just the specific snowboarding ZATSU, so yeah. Thank you for the snow photos. Yeah, as promised. I said I would try my best to show some snow photos, so yeah. Yeah, so hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you. I see you as pickles. Bye-bye. This fits so cute. I want to keep it. Yeah, have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.